Thank you. Any other people signed up for public comment today? No? Okay. Move into commissioner comments. Only comment I have is just a thank you to Mr. Bishop for running the meeting last month for me. I had to be out of town on business. So thank you for doing that last minute. I appreciate it. Any other commissioner comments today?
Yeah, just one other. Jeff, I had shared when I sent my letter about updates. I was just curious, are you full-time or part-time? And how are you compensated? Is it edit funds or is it MRC funds, or how does that go?
I think it's all a matter of public record. I'm not really, I didn't come prepared to talk about my personal income in a public meeting.
I didn't ask you personal income. What I asked you was, are you part-time or full-time?
I'm on contract. My contract is to get work done.
Okay, and I was just asking if, from the public's treasury, how are you compensated? Edit funds? It's just a question, and it's a question I posed to you in a
I
letter.
think that's probably a question for the mayor, because the mayor pays me. The MRC does not pay me. The mayor pays me.
Well, I'll send once again what I sent both you and the mayor and Isaac on this. So we'll do it the hard way. Just a simple question. So.
Any other commissioner comments?
And are you part-time or full-time? I apologize if I missed that.
You said he's on contract.
What does that mean? Are you working full week?
I get paid to do the job.
So you bill for an hourly rate?
No, we have an
Okay.
agreed upon amount.
Okay.
And I do the job.
Are there a number of hours that you're supposed to work a week? I'm just curious.
Not designated.
Okay, I'll ask to see the contract. Just curious. Yep.
Well, if you're going to do that, a couple of things I might.
Jeff, can you step to the mic?
Sure.
Thank you.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, a couple things. I think I'd like you to, as you look at that, if you look that up, and I would probably ask you to look that up. So you want to understand how much I get paid. I assume for a reason. So let me tell you what my qualifications are.
I did not ask you how much you're paid.
Let me tell you what my qualifications are.
Part-time and how you get paid.
For 4 decades, my career is in the world of commercial banking and large corporate finance.
Merry Christmas.
I worked for the largest bank in the United States, the largest bank in the world for many of those years. Beyond my banking career, I was deeply involved in economic development and graduated from the Indiana Economic Development Academy. I was also involved in workforce development for about 15 years. I led a workforce organization regionally, the state, and the national organization. Testified to Congress on behalf of workforce legislation that passed, and was involved in many aspects of workforce as it related to bank realignment and closure, Katrina recovery and relief, and I was also a member of the Governor's Human Resource Council. So I just think, if you want to do that assessment, I think that I want you to know, and I personally think the mayor got a pretty good deal, but I'll let you talk to the mayor about
Just
that.
ask some basic questions that the public deserves to know. That's it.
Okay.
Not an inquisition.
Okay. The point's been made. Are there?
Oh, I think you're making it feel.
Gentlemen,
I have some basic questions.
gentlemen,
letter too.
the point has been made. Thank you. We're going to move on to other commissioner comments. Are there any other commissioner comments today? Ms. Wagley or Mr. Bishop?
I've made comments about, requesting these documents that we received be provided not only to us before the meeting, so we have a chance to review what's being considered by the Redevelopment Commission, but also provided to the public online before the meetings. And I do see that I mentioned that this agenda was posted online, which I appreciate. That had not been done in a while. And I think you had indicated that nothing else would be posted online before or after the meetings. And I'm going to, okay, I apologize, but I guess I would say, these are public documents that we receive. If they're produced by a, public entity, they're public documents. So in regards to this or contracts or whatever else, I think it would be easier all around for us just to be forthright with providing the information instead of people needing to go through information requests, which is going to put stress on the HR department. We could just publish stuff instead of going around and around on stuff. That's my comments on
I
that.
think we're in compliance, and I think, we get the information out based on what the calendar tells us we need to get information out. And I think, as I sat on the commission for 3 years, maybe, or 3 years plus, I got the information the night before the meeting. So, I mean, I think that the delivery of the information is much better than it has been. And this agenda is formulating over the course of time. And we could send out an agenda earlier and there might be nothing on it. So, we try to make sure that we have what we need. I review it with the chairman or the president of the commission the week before the meeting. And once we have talked about it and we think that's the agenda, then it gets published, and after I make the edits that need to be made, it got sent Monday morning the next week. But I never got anything until the night before, and read it and was prepared for the meeting. And I think at that time, I think the staff supporting the commission was the community development department, and that was so I assumed they were adhering to the requirements.
Yep.
So I think we beat that.
My main point was not what's legally required. My main point was making information public information easily publicly accessible. And just my last thing, I was the staff that was doing that. I wasn't, responsible for, providing or making the documents. I just took what I received, compiled them, posted online, and then updated after the meeting with any additional information that was received.
Ms. Wagley, do you have a comment or no?
No.
Okay. Seeing no other business before us today, we will be adjourned until our next meeting on June 20th, 2024. Thank you so much.